Well, hello everybody in our beautiful group now. So, as you maybe read on the beginning of this introduction, is that we had issues with Linda's last interview here in now. And even though we went way off, we went into Zoom, recorded it, all I managed to get was the audio. I mean, I don't know why the actual video wasn't there. So I thought, why not just do it again? It's not as if we can't. It's not as if we don't enjoy sitting here listening to us talking, is it? So, hi, Linda. We shall be talking to you in a second. So, anybody who doesn't know why we are here, because we've got lots and lots of new members, is that this is a feature in Now, a network of women now, in that every now and again, I did want it weekly, but wait till January, I get back being organised again, is that you as members have the chance to be able to come on here in a Facebook Live with myself, and Lindsay, the organiser, and chat about your business so that the members get to know you, get to like you, and get to trust you, because that's all about your product, your business. So tonight we have Linda, I know your name. I've got Julie's name written at the top of this. If anybody didn't know, I've got Julie's name written at the top of this. And it doesn't help that you've got Linda Martin down here in your Zoom.
Oh, it's Linda Nicol.
Yes. Oh, don't you just love Facebook Lives?
Yes.
Well, we have Linda here with us. And Linda is actually in Australia. But the thing is that Linda, she comes from you come from Glasgow.
Yes, I do, yes.
So do tell us how you've ended up all the way at the other side of the world, please.
Oh, the very short answer is when I was back in Glasgow, I worked for Clydesdale Bank, which is actually NAB. Well, at that time, it was owned by the National Australia Bank. And they were supposed to send me across, and they never. But a girl that had previously worked at NAB had been to Macquarie, and she came back, and she said to me, I thought you were leaving. She'd been in Australia. She says, I thought you were going to Australia. And I said, oh, no, they've never delivered. She said, do you still want to go? I said, yes. She said, it would be Macquarie Bank and it would be Sydney. It wouldn't be Melbourne. I said, well, it doesn't really matter because I don't know the difference. And so she sent my CV across, and next thing they're on the phone and they offered me a job, and it was a year's contract to start with. I thought, oh, good, I'll give it a try. And if I don't like it, I can come back. It's not the end of the world. And yeah, I arrived in Sydney and I was living by the beach and taking the ferry to work every morning. And lovely. What was not to love?
Yeah.
And very quickly decided I wasn't coming back.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, so yes, it was the chance of a job that brought me across here. Which is different from the usual backpacking experience. I got the job first and then came across.
Yes, you did it organisingly way.
Yes. It didn't feel like it at the time because it was very, very quick and very sudden. But yes.
How fabulous.
Closed the door of my house, locked the door and walked off.
Amazing. And while you're there, you met your husband?
I did, yes. So I was here for about 4.5 years before I met him, and yeah, then got married and started having family.
Yes, and quite a family.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah. Yes, we've got triplets, the triplet boys who are now 8, and then I've got a little girl who's 5, and I still call him the baby, but he's 3, so he's not really a baby anymore. So yes, it's.
But the thing is, my oldest son is 41. He's still my baby.
Yeah, same. I'm the youngest. I'm still the baby. Yes.
Yes, exactly. So I know that your business, because you have the children. I mean, you have 5 children there, and it's yes. you don't actually live in the cities, which would be that little bit easier in Australia. You actually live kind of what we expect us, well, it's what I do anyhow, expect Australia to be like, is like the outback. Kind of like that, aren't you?
We are, yes. We are very remote. It's a very small country town, and most of the people here working, they're farm workers, and they labour around the farms and different things. So yes, it's not easy and it's not convenient, that's for sure. It's a very small, sleepy town. Nothing opens on a Sunday. It all closes at 12 noon or Saturday, just like the UK 40 years ago.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And it was lovely.
Yes.
I have to say, I mean, it was lovely. Yeah, I don't know if I could go back to it though, because I'm so used to things being open. Yes.
It is. In today's a modern world and fast-paced world and all the things we have to achieve, it is not convenient at all. I mean, I can't even get the children's hair cut on a Saturday. I have to do it during the week after school, because the hairdressers don't even open on Saturday morning.
God, it's true. That really is going back to the old world, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Well,
yes, very much so.
And I know you don't have broadband there.
No, I don't. No, broadband hasn't met this part of the world yet either. So it's a bit crazy some of the times. Particularly just, I don't know why, where I live on the hill, you'd think it'd be better. But if I'm trying to upload a video into Facebook, it will just be going round and round for 6 hours. But if I get in the car and I drive down into town, it'll load up in a few minutes. It's bizarre, really bizarre.
Waves, yes. I mean, just now, I mean, you're sort of stopping and starting, so sometimes, but it's not buffering too much, so I can sort of keep up with your conversation. So
right, yeah.
If you find me speaking over you, it's maybe because you've stopped and kept going. But
right.
I mean, from where you're living, I think it's just fantastic to actually have internet, full stop.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel as if I'm a bit back in dial-up, but
oh God, that was just terrible. I don't even want to think about that time.
Yes. Anyhow.
You have you have your children and you have a business, but also Monday to Friday your husband works away, so you are doing this yourself, aren't you?
I am, yes. So Monday to Friday I'm very much a single parent, and then Saturday and Sunday he comes home, but we actually go out to our farm and look after the farm on the weekends. So it's not what you would call a standard normal life. It is action packed and there's no moment left without something to do.
Absolutely. Which brings me to your business, which is organizing it. You know, it's actually you've got a system because of fitting everything in. So tell us a little bit about that, because that's fascinating.
So when it all kind of started when I was handed a set of triplets, you think, oh my, look, how am I ever going to leave the hospital, let alone look after these children? And I had my business as well, and it was crazy. And so from then, and everybody had painted these horror pictures about how life was going to be really, really tough, etc. And so I had to, somebody just woken up here. I had to get really organized and really know what I was doing each day to make sure that I wasn't just stuck in the house and I wasn't just looking after children, because I've always been a career person. And so I wanted to be able to do other things and not just look after children. So I started drawing on my experiences from corporate world, and I had worked in manufacturing, Playtex, where you have to be efficient and everything's all about productivity. And I started using tools and techniques that I had learned in those environments and implementing to my house. Now, the funniest one is probably when the triplets were born. I had a whiteboard project plan on my wall of these children's feeding and sleeping pads. So with my mushy baby brain, I didn't need to think about it. And anybody coming to help could just read the board and knew what had to happen. And it worked brilliantly. absolutely brilliantly. And so from then on, I have really used the skills that I got in corporate and my manufacturing and implemented those in the house. But everything I do is about a 2-minute solution, because life is so busy. I don't have time to have big convoluted solutions. So it has to be things that it has to be things that you implement immediately and get immediate benefit from. Otherwise, it just gets thrown out, and I look for another solution. Any busy mum out there will be able to tell you we don't have time to sit down and create long convoluted solutions. So yeah, from there life just became about finding quick, easy ways to deal with things. And if there's an issue or a problem in the house or the business, well, what can I do to fix that? What can I do to get rid of that and be more effective? And yeah, it grew from there.
Give us one example.
So even children. So this morning, from a family perspective, I have charts around the house that the children refer to. So in the morning we have we call it the list, but it's like a schedule, and it's made up of pictures so that anybody can, you don't have to be able to read to use it. And so we'll start off with have your breakfast, put your plates in the dishwasher, go and brush your teeth, get washed, put your clothes on, get your shoes in your bag beside the door. And basically, rather than me, because when you've got 5 children and you've told the 5th one for the 3rd time, brush your teeth, you've said brush your teeth 15 times, you lose the plot.
Yeah.
And so all I have to say to them is, have you finished your list? And it's an automatic trigger to all of them to keep going back and referring to it. And they just tick it off. It's laminated, they tick it off. We finish, we wipe it off, we turn it over for the nighttime routine. So that's one that I use in the house. And for my business, I'm sitting here, I've actually got 3 computer screens on my desk. And it stops you. That's the biggest, it's a huge benefit in work, because if you're like me and the jobs that you do mean you have to go through different applications, whether it's email, Word, Excel, software applications, whatever it is, the constant flicking back and forward is so unproductive, prone to distractions. Having 3 screens and having each application on a different screen means you can just look across and get the information and put it into whatever you need. So that's a huge win for business. Yeah, it's just, my life is full of these kind of examples, and how to actually get everything organized and get it into calendars, because I can't do electronic calendars because my husband's not technical and he's got no desire to be technical. So as much as you can do a lot of these things in Google Calendar and different things, it doesn't work in our house. Because, well, one, he doesn't use the technical side, and if I have to go away for business a fair bit, and if I leave the house with my phone, how is anybody supposed to know what's going on and where everybody needs to be? So yes, I do have some paper solutions and calendars and different things that are all pinned around the house. Yeah, and even systems for the children's toys. We don't have time to be packing away neatly and nicely. We have ottomans all around the house that you just open up, throw the toys in, close the lid.
Wow.
And suddenly we're tidy.
I'm impressed.
Yes.
And do you have the children now and again say, no, Mum, I don't want to do that. Maybe today I can not have to do that.
Oh, absolutely, all the time. There's always somebody that's not wanting to do things. And I am very laid back, because I've got this theory that with this number of children, too many rules are just going to, too many rules are too hard. There will always be somebody breaking a rule.
Good.
So we are pretty relaxed around here, as long as they're doing the basics. They're polite, they're respectful, all those kind of things. There's a lot of things they probably do that other people wouldn't let their children do, but I kind of figure they're probably not going to be doing these things when they're 12, 15 years old. Let it fly, it doesn't matter. So I really have been forced to learn to only stress the big stuff. If it's small, we don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's a great way as well to start kids off in just being organized. I mean, but not too regimented, because that can cause issues. I love that idea. I also love your idea of the 3 screens.
Yes,
that's brilliant, because then
it is.
Your mind is always there switched on to whichever one you look at, so it's not going to have to work too hard with actually literally inside the brain to bring back up those thought patterns of switching there. I like that. I'm gonna pinch that one.
Yeah, it's a godsend.
So your business that you have now, it is all to do with being productive?
It is, yes.
So what, you have a challenge on the, well, you've constantly got challenges on the go, productivity challenges.
Yes.
But you've got a new one starting in December the 1st.
I do, yes.
What does that entail?
So it touches on the different aspects of life. So it gives tools about how to plan your day. So whether you're planning for your business or planning as a stay-at-home mum, it's a tool that everybody can use. And it's about putting similar type tasks together so your brain works efficiently. When it's in that block, it's called block scheduling. When it's in that block, it's in the right mindset for those different types for those tasks, and they'll all be similar. Then we look at tools for actually getting your to-do list organized. And again, it could be for your work, it could be for your house, and figuring out what's important, what's not important, what are the tasks you need to just stop doing because they're adding no value, what are the tasks you can delegate, and that might be to a colleague, it could be to a child. And so we go through things like that. Then we go into distractions and what are the top 7 distractions and how you actually get rid of them to be effective. Then we start looking at routines, and routines are actually a collection, a set of habits. So if you've got a routine and it's not working, it might be one of your habits within your routine that's actually not working, and you only need to change a tiny part of it to then have a whole routine that's effective.
Oh.
Yes, and then I actually take them around the house and show them the different tools and things that are in my house for both the children, the housework, and work itself. So that's
fascinating.
Yes, it's yes. Some of the people that I've just, today's the last day of one of them. They've been getting great results, and she's one woman in particular is very proud, and she keeps taking pictures of her desk with all
because it's so tidy.
Things that are on her desk, yeah, and her screens and her to-do list.
Exciting in itself.
It's really good. Yeah, yes. Oh, and then there's one woman she's had a really tough personal time for the last 4 weeks, but she's using one of the tools to actually just get her back on track again because she's been so over the place with her personal stuff. She's been using one tool in particular to come back and get refocused. Yeah. So it's always great to hear that people are implementing the things and actually doing something with it.
And changing their lives for the better.
Yes. So it's all that the whole premise behind it is to get rid of that overwhelming juggling that we all have, and just take some order and control and be calm again. And for me, it's about getting me time, because the more me time you have, then the more you can actually deal with what's going on in the day and in your world. Because you de-stress. So for example, lunchtime for me is not lunchtime. Lunchtime is me time. So I force myself to associate lunchtime with me and my personal health to recharge my batteries and go again into the afternoon session.
Wow.
So I don't do anybody else's errands on lunchtime. That's a no-go. My lunch is about me and what I need to do for my well-being. So whether it's eating healthily or going and exercising or reading a book or doing some personal development, it's about me. It's not about children. I've got another one in the background. It's not about doing my husband's things. It's all about me.
That's very strong to keep that up.
Yes. Yeah. It's a complete mindset thing. You have to see. No, and it's a bit like I found working from home. People would just pop in. You wouldn't pop into my office in the city centre. And they just think because you're working from home. So now when people say, oh, do you want to do this or do you want to do that? And it's clearly during the working day. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I've got the baby now. When they say, do you want to do different things? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm working. Yes.
Hello, darling. I don't feel
You
it.
can't hear.
Hi,
Yes,
Phila.
it is. You can't hear you because I've got the earphones in.
Ah.
Right, shh. Close the door, please. Close the door. Thank you. Oh, shh. Stay here. No.
I have to say
No.
they're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. Oh.
Oh, he's back again. He's back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so I mean, we're coming close to the end. Oh, there he's sitting there and he's watching. Maybe if I do some funny shit, keep him happy. Oh, bless. Oh. So, I mean, so your idea for your business has actually come out of your own life.
It has. It actually came about because I'm speaking. Yes, because I used to go around my business or about my day, and I would just see females completely harassed and stressed, even with one child. They couldn't get to where they needed to be on time with the things they needed to be with one child. And here I was with 3, then 4, then 5, getting everywhere I need to be with all the things we need to have. And nobody's stressed. It just all happens. And people would always be saying, oh, you're Superwoman, you're Wonder Woman, you're remarkable, how do you get it all done? I've got no idea. And all these kind of comments. And then people actually started saying, I would pay to know how you do what you do. And at first I'm going, I disregarded it. I thought, that's crazy. Because for me, I'll just get yourself organised. Then I started realising that was a very flippant statement from me, or thought, because I never actually said it. I thought, actually, clearly I've got skills. And when I thought about it, because my skills had come from corporate world and manufacturing, and not everybody's had exposure to those things. And I thought, actually, I can help people. And then I would start giving people some hints and tips, and they would get success and benefits from that. And so from there, I started doing research, and there's loads of courses on productivity, but it's more about being productive in the workplace. And there are a few, it's about the home, but nothing really combines them. And nothing is really coming from the perspective of the working mother. It's like an academic that's written it, or dare I say, a man that's written it. And
Possibly.
It's not really tailored to women running their home and their business. And really, I've got a new phrase just now: wearing more hats than a centipede has shoes.
I love it.
So that's where it was born from, and yeah, it's been a great success. And off the back of it, I've been asked to write a blog for a business network. I've been asked to write an article for a women's magazine. And I've now been asked to go and speak at a charity. Oh, whoa! Obviously, what I'm saying is resonating with those mothers out there, especially ones. So yeah, and I can tailor it to either if it's just stay-at-home mums or it is working mums, or anybody that's just busy. So there's some people in my group just now whose children are all grown up and left home, and they're still getting massive value out of it. Yeah. Yeah, they're still getting the woman that keeps posting all the pictures of her desk. Her son's long gone and grown up and has left home, but she's really, really busy trying to run her business. She's now got her second office opened in a different state. So yes, she's super busy and she's getting some great value out of it. So it's great to see.
You would recommend to anybody who hears the same kind of language that was spoken to you, or anything that might just trigger a business, and if they're ripe and ready to go for it, then just do it. Take the plunge.
Yes, absolutely. And if you go on to that site Udemy, if you get an idea, you go into Udemy, if there's courses being sold on Udemy for your topic, then there's your evidence that your idea works. So you can do it. You can check Udemy, you can check Amazon for the books that are the top books that are being sold, etc. There's numerous ways to test out if your idea is actually a saleable product and commodity.
That's a good point. Yeah,
Yes.
I like that
Yes.
one. I like that. So have you got time? Is everybody quiet there for a minute?
Yeah, we've still got one here.
That's okay. Just this fun question, because I rather like the question. It's what is something your brain tries to make you do? And you have to will yourself not to do it.
Well, when I first saw that question, I think, oh, I should be given a serious answer, etc., etc. But the one thing my brain, that's not me, I'm all about having fun as well. But the one thing my brain will try and get me to do every night when the children go to bed is to have a glass of wine. And I am very trying not to do that, because one, I'm trying to be healthy, and two, because who knows, it might end up in 2 glasses and then 3 glasses, and before I know it, I've got a party for one. A party for one's not appealing. And to try and deal with 5 children in the morning would not be a good outcome. So, yes.
I think that's a lovely way to end this brilliant conversation. And we'll keep our fingers crossed this all goes well, and we'll put it into now. So let's just see.
Yes.
So everybody in now, I don't know who is there or what. I can see we're actually live though, which is something, which is pretty good. So yeah, so we're in Facebook anyhow, if nothing else.
Yes.
So for everybody in now, I'm going to stop recording. I don't want that one. I'm going to stop streaming into now, and we'll catch you later. But Linda and I are going to hang on here for a few more minutes, but we'll see you later, everybody in now. Bye.